Hi guys, Jessica from Real Deal Readings. Been a real long time. Not even sure this is the right time, but I have been compelled to give a message to the collective, going through the astrology signs so that I make sure that the message is get the right people at the right time. This is a timeless message, so whenever you hear it is when, you can apply it. I'm hearing that for some it will be a past experience, but one that you need to reevaluate your opinion about or perspective about, because something that is coming into your life needs you to heal this past belief or attitude. Oh, and look at this perspective. It's the first card out. There's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. So it's almost like going against what I'm feeling here for the collective. It's like now is when you need to heal anything that is blocking you, any belief system that is no longer serving you, any attitude that is no longer giving you the success and the inner resonance, right? Anything that is no longer helping you achieve your divine mission and purpose has to go, because this is a time of reward. This is a time of justice for all of God's anointed, right? This is when you choose what God's will for your life is over how you look to other people, right? So that is one of the reasons that people are not choosing their divine purpose, right? Because that would look funny to so-and-so. This person would judge me. My family wouldn't, support it, or et cetera, right? You're being asked now to prove the side you picked. All right, so we're going to talk about Aries. First, you can do anything right now. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. So I'm hearing, right, for my Aries, and I feel like I'm speaking directly to feminine energy right now. You're being asked to use the personality traits that you have developed and have agreed with. In other words, all of the things that you have not weeded out over the last 2 years, because I feel like fire signs in general have done a lot of deep diving on what parts of their personality don't really match their vibration anymore. I feel like some of them were impulsive. Some of you guys were maybe self-centered. Some of you guys were maybe over-giving. Maybe some of you were passionate to the degree that it burned you. Do you know what I mean? And you've had to look at these things and get rid of some of these things, right? And now is the time to take those parts of yourself that you have deemed helpful, positive, and beneficial, and put them to use. Start working with them, right? It's about finding the balance between the physical realm and the non-physical realm, and pulling those things together and grounding them into your being, right? Grounding them into the physical. Spirit, tell me a little bit more about this for my Aries. Sun, moon, and rising. So here, so the ability to attract helpful people. Again, it's like this is a time for you to collaborate. This is going to be a time of great advancement for your path. You're going to meet people that are going to be able to propel you further than you've ever been able to go before. And I'm hearing in love, in business, in friendship. It's like all of these things are coming together to really give you the the push you need. Yeah, hermit time is over. It's time to come out and start using these things, these skills, these personality traits, these skills that you, and it doesn't matter if other people think they're valuable. If you feel that they're valuable, right? And you are the one that determines what worth something has to you, not other people. So if other people don't think that this thing that you think is the best thing in the whole entire world and the price, the most priceless thing that you possess, if somebody else doesn't think it's priceless or it's worth as much as you, who cares? They're not what's important. You're what's important. How you feel about these things is what's important. Does your soul resonate with these traits? Do you feel good when you are able to express them in a positive way? Spirit is asking you to really, and if you haven't started looking at those things, if you haven't started weeding out these traits and beliefs and attitudes of yours that serve, don't serve, etc., hold you back even, because let's face it, the man downstairs and his army are really good at twisting and utilizing things that resonate close enough to our, I don't know how to explain what I want to explain here. Just take my word for it, that we have been twisted, convoluted, blocked, and flipped upside down over the last millennia. And so I understand how it's easy to not trust ourselves, right? To question, is this really of God? Is this really of my purpose? Is this really in line with these things? It's not bad to question yourself, but now is the time to start asking your higher self for guidance, for direction, for answers. Start grounding your higher self into your day-to-day life, and you'll see how much easier your ideas, your decisions, the things you want to go after, how easy everything starts to open up and unfold for you. I'm going to try to get to some longer readings for each of my signs, but this is just my opening. Don't judge me, I'm new at it. I get so choked up and then I don't breathe right and I start talking fast. I'm going to take some nice deep breaths. Alright, let's move on to my Taurus. Alright, Earth signs, what you got going on? Oh, time to make some choices. Alright, so there's a lot of upside down energy here. Earth signs. What's this about? Not wanting to make the wrong decision. fear of investing again in something. There's a real heavy fear of failure here, a fear of getting hurt. I want to first remind you, Earth signs, that fear is a liar. Fear will lie to you. It's almost just like the cops. They're allowed to lie to you, right? And they do. Any way they can get you to turn around and go the other way, right? If you're headed towards your divine purpose. Fear's job is to get you to turn around and go back to where you felt safe. All right, I kind of felt like it was involving love, but it's like this fear of being hurt again, not wanting to make a choice, but knowing that if it is a good choice, then it'll be the best. Does that make sense? I see a lot of passion here. I see a lot of fire. I see a lot of I see this person wants to invest in you as much as you want to invest in them. But there's something holding them back as well. Let's guess. What's holding back Taurus's counterpart from coming towards them with an offer? They too have been hurt in the past, and they are imploring a head over heart decision. Until you make an effort towards them to show them that you're interested in investing and growing with them, they are not going to expel any energy on it, because your energy is uncertain. So solidify your energy, open your heart, make a decision, and that relationship will start to grow. Oh my God, will it ever start to grow? And it will bring you a lot of positive spiritual lessons. Things that you can build generational success and wealth upon. I'm feeling real big 10 of Pentacles energy here. All right, let's look at Gemini. Seer, tell me a little bit about what's going on with Gemini. What's the most important message you want me to give to them? Alright, Gemini, so as usual, you got someone stuck in their head. But the question is, are you projecting this onto the people that you come into contact with and have relations with, as a way to deflect from your own state of mind? Does that make sense? It's almost like if the other person is in this confused energy and in this mental roundabout, they won't have time to pull on your essence. They won't have time to energetically attach themselves to you. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but that's so it says a new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social invitations, great intuitive insights. I feel like you're about to meet your match, right? Air sign, your energy is not out here, but you have a a water sign, an air sign, and an earth sign. My suggestion would be to disregard the air sign, because that person is not you're not is it called yoke? You're not a match, right? That person is obsessive, manipulative, and controlling. The water sign has a lot of love for you, but again, I don't think that they could really compete with your energy, if that makes sense. It's almost like you're gonna end up with this water sign, but you have to experience the earth sign first. Yeah. We'll have to save the whole spread for a whole reading for you guys. But my advice would be to explore the situation with the earth sign and make sure that however you leave things with the water sign, your integrity, your honor, and everything stays intact. Make sure you don't lie to this person. Make sure you don't ghost this person. Make sure that you treat them the way you would want to be treated if the situation were reversed. You know, if it was you that was interested in someone but they weren't ready for you yet. And again, it's not that you're not interested, because I see you wanting this person, but it just doesn't feel right at the time. So if the shoe were on the other foot and this person cared about you, but you weren't as interested in them, or vice versa, how would you want them to treat you? You would want them to be honest, not waste your time, be transparent, forthcoming with their feelings, etc. You don't have to be mean and hurt this person's feelings. So that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying to be so honest as to be like, I'm gonna check out this other person first, type of stuff. But, you know, just making sure that you can stand in your integrity. That if spiritually, you know, you were to be judged for how you treated that person, there would be no fault found with you. They couldn't say, oh, you led this person on for longer than you should have. You knew, you know, 2 months ago that you were gonna, you know, pursue somebody else instead of pursuing this person, but you continued to go out to eat with them. You continued to utilize their resources, or you continued to use them for moral support, whatever it is. Do you know what I'm saying? Or like a boost to your self-esteem. Don't do that type of stuff. Your angels, your guides, your ancestors, they're watching, you know, and it will balance itself out. And if that means that, you know, when you do find the one, right, you have to go through immense pain before to balance out the way do you see what I'm saying? You get it. Just heed my warning, please. But it is time to open up yourself to a different kind of love. A new emotional experience. One that is not obsessive. One that is not after earthly things. Does that make sense? I don't know where this is coming from. Well, yes, I do, but I hope it helps somebody. Just be mindful that spiritual growth is upon you. It's a time to dare to try something different. Stay out of your head. Try not to put other people in their heads either. Be mindful of what you say and what you do not mean. All right, Cancers. This was reversed when it came out, but I'm feeling like overall it can go both ways. All right, Earth signs. Oh, I said Earth signs. All right, so we're dealing with a water sign who is dealing with Earth sign energies around them. And there's your energy, Cancer. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. All right, Cancers. So here is a very clear message about you picking the right things. You choosing to walk away from all the negative things that were no longer serving you or pushing you towards growth or pushing you further down your path. All of those things, if you've made good choices for yourself, and I feel like the majority of Cancers that I'm energetically tapped into have really done this, have taken the direction from their angels, their guides, and their ancestors, and made positive adjustments to their environments, to their behaviors, to their attitudes, to their faith, right? And they've gotten stronger in their spiritual sense, in their spiritual body. And now it's like they're being asked to use and take that growth and apply it to the ideas that are coming into their mind, mostly while I want to say sleep, but it's not a sleep-like thing that I'm feeling. It's more like the moment when you're not focused on anything, but you're also not asleep. Meditation would be one of the things, but that's not the only energy that I feel here. I feel like it's kind of like when you're on autopilot and you're driving home, or when you're doing the dishes, or when you're folding the laundry. Pay close attention to the ideas that pop into your head. Pay close attention to the things that you become aware of, because I feel like it's in those things that you'll get the answer for what it is you're supposed to do next. Right now that you've gotten yourself out of this energy, this fear of repeating the past, this fear of being hurt again, this fear of failing. Now that you've gotten out of that energy and you're no longer giving that away, right? You're no longer allowing that to be projected onto you, or yeah, you're not allowing it in your energy anymore. You're not crying over the past, holding on to the past, or reliving the past. And if you are, that is your first order of business. Spirit says, for those of you who have moved out of that energy, have taken the power back, and have rejected and sent back all of the projections of that past, that need to hold on to the past, which keeps us stuck and repeating the same cycles over and over. For those of us who've gotten out of that, it's now time to start putting energy into these beautiful ideas that are being gifted to us from our ancestors, our spirit guides, and our angels. any one of them, as long as it resonates with your spirit and your beliefs and your values, will get you to your purpose. For those of you who are still stuck holding on to the past and reliving past hurts, it's time to start healing from that stuff. It's time to start pouring into yourself. It's time to stop allowing other people to treat you however they want because you have guilt, because maybe you didn't do the right thing 10 years ago doesn't give somebody the right to walk all over you now. You know, the people that judged you because of your past mistakes and still hold that over your head now, well, you have to stop allowing that. You have to accept that those were mistakes. They were learning experiences. They were opportunities for you to experience and grow and hone your specific skills for your life purpose. There's also an earth sign in your energy, heavy. I feel like it's a passed away loved one. Masculine energy. I want to say April and September. Could have been a Taurus as well. Could be a Taurus. Could be an Aries. I'm feeling heavy on the Aries. Or a past relationship of yours with a fire sign, or, so I said Taurus or Aries. That person is under heavy judgment. That person is really struggling to let you go, and they're holding on very tightly to your energy. My suggestion would be to do a cord cutting. Ask your angels and your guides for protection, and, you know, do a ritual cleansing, you know, take a bath or salts, or, you know, get an aura spray or something like that. Because that person is projecting this energy onto you, and it's making it even harder for you to release this attachment to old things that are no longer a vibrational match for you. Seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. So I feel like, you know, you're being projected other energies that aren't your own, and maybe you're having trouble distinguishing. Just something to look at. All right, fire signs, my Leos. Let's see what you got going on. Fire signs. prosperity arising from wise planning. Time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out exactly as expected. So I feel like by March, something that you're working on now is going to come to fruition, but you're being asked to get out and live a little. You've been in hermit mode thinking about this or building this for a very long time now, right? And hard work is always rewarded. However, there is something to be said for releasing some of this built up energy, or else it burns us down. Do you know what I mean? It burns us from the inside out when we don't release it naturally and joyously. It's like you've reached the finish line. Now is time for success. Like, now is time for celebration. You have the Hierophant here backing this message, confirming that yes, it is time for you to celebrate. It's time for you to start inviting not distractions, but inviting people that you have viewed over the last couple of years. These people that you have viewed over the last couple of years, the ones that you have found to be authentic, the ones that you have found to be supportive, the ones that you have found to be genuine, inviting those energies into your party and opening yourself up to them. All right, Virgos, let's do this. All right, something about your job here. Spirit, tell me the most important message for my Virgos. Alright, so a little, warning about work-life balance and not working so much that you are taking away from one, and most important, yourself. So self-care is very important here. But also something here about being too attached to the physical world and not paying enough attention to the spiritual world, the non-physical world, right? You have a lot of strength, physical strength. You have the ability to get through some tough things that other people maybe wouldn't be able to get through. But you're going to need these spiritual gifts to be explored and developed. Like, now is the time for you to develop this spiritual gifts that you've been given. It will also put you in alignment, Virgos, to come into contact and contact, that's not the word I'm looking for. It will put you in view of your purpose, your passion, your true gift, your true talent. Like, right now I feel like, you've spent all this time developing your craft, right? Getting really good at what you do and learning new ways to do it maybe even designing and developing new ways to do your craft. But Spirit is asking you, like, is that really what you're passionate about? Is that really where your talent lies? Have you explored other avenues, other trades, other things? And they're saying it's like, your intuition is important here, and I feel like you haven't given it enough credit, haven't worked with it enough, haven't done enough developing of it. And they're saying, like, there are people coming into your environment who can be mentors to you. It's just a matter of opening yourself up to that energy. A gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration. The chance to do something amazing. A sense of wonder. I love it. You couldn't ask for anything better. Just stay open. Stay open to this new energy, mentor. I'm hearing non-physical, so maybe just inviting a spirit guide, an angel, an ancestor, you know, of the highest white light to help you develop your non-physical gifts, your spiritual inheritance, and then staying open to allowing it to guide you. And this isn't for everybody, but there are a couple of Virgos that are being asked to evaluate the current relationship that they're in. Because there's something here about you not being spiritually yoked, not being of the same, that makes it sound like it's one of you is better than the other, and that's not what I mean. You're just not of the same cloth. You don't believe or truly feel the same way about certain things. Spirit is asking you to get clear about that. And then when you confirm that this is the truth, don't fear it. Choose yourself and walk away. Quickly. Because Spirit, look at that. 88 might be significant to somebody. There is somebody else that wants to come in. Spirit wants to gift you with somebody that is your match. Will truly show you what passion is. Will truly show you what it means to help your partner grow. To inspire your partner to be a better version of themselves. To lift them up when they are not the best version of themselves. To allow them to lift you up. Be there for you. Inspire you. And Spirit saying, not for all, but for some, that's an energy you have not felt.